You're staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., the house quiet except for the distant hum of the fridge, and that familiar ache gnaws at you again. Not the kind from a long day at work or the kids' endless demands, but something deeper, like a fire that's been smoldering under layers of routine. You've pushed through years of it, bills stacking up, dreams whispered to yourself in the car on the commute, feeling like you're meant for more, but getting sidelined every time you try to voice it. Family gatherings where your ideas get brushed off as pie in the sky. Colleagues who eye you like you're chasing ghosts when you talk about that pull inside, the one that says you're not just another face in the crowd. And now, as you lie there, a whisper cuts through the silence. What if that surge you've been waiting for is finally breaking through? Not some vague hope, but a real, ordained wave of prosperity crashing in, hand-picked for you because you're one of the chosen. Yeah, you, the one who's endured the dismissals, the quiet forging in the shadows. But here's the twist that keeps you up. This isn't just about receiving, it's about protecting it with the very silence that's defined your struggle so far. Imagine it hitting you like that first rain after a drought, unexpected, refreshing, but powerful enough to reshape everything. You've sensed it, haven't you? That divine nudge saying you're no accident in this life, placed here right now to absorb words like these as a sacred call. Your journey flashes before you, the tireless labor no one saw, visions stifled by ears that didn't care to listen. Deep down, you always knew you were unique, wired for something extraordinary, yet the world demanded proof you couldn't hand over on a platter. Labeled as dreamy, out of touch, told to pipe down and fit in. But you kept going, not out of weakness, but because an unseen process was shaping you, testing your resolve. And now this influx isn't just money or success, it's a reclaiming of your power, a syncing up with the destiny that's been humming in your veins. The divine doesn't forget. Every quiet sacrifice, every unspoken endurance, it's all been tallied. You're teetering on the edge of a sudden rise, just like those ancient promises whisper, the dream waits for its perfect moment, but when it comes, it arrives without apology. Listen close, because as this bounty rolls in, silence becomes your shield. You held it in the lean times, now in abundance, wrap it around you like armor. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. Stay with me here. What comes next arms you for that surge and guards the heavenly gift that's yours. You've probably felt it building, that tension between who you are and the life you're living. Picture yourself at a backyard barbecue last summer, the smell of charcoal smoke mixing with laughter. But you're on the edges, nodding along while inside, ideas bubble up. Ways to turn your passion into something real, a business, a movement, a legacy for your family. Someone asks what you've been up to, and you start to share, only to get that polite smile, the quick pivot to safer topics like the game or the weather. Sounds nice, but you gotta be realistic, they say, and you swallow it down, the spark dimming just a bit more. Or maybe it's in the quiet of your home office, papers scattered, computer screen glowing late into the night, chasing that side hustle because the steady job feels like a cage. The kids are asleep upstairs, your spouse is out cold, and you're alone with that voice saying, this isn't it, there's more. But doubt creeps in. Am I crazy? Am I just chasing shadows? That's the everyday grind for so many of us over 35, isn't it? The weight of responsibilities piling on, mortgages, college funds, aging parents, while that inner calling tugs harder. You catch yourself in the mirror, lines etched from years of holding back, and wonder if the fire's gone out. Mornings start with coffee that's too bitter, traffic that's too loud, and a commute that echoes the monotony. Evenings end with the TV droning on, numbing the restlessness, but it doesn't touch the core issue. You're starving for purpose, for that spiritual spark that says you're chosen, not just surviving. And in those stolen moments of prayer or reflection, maybe in church on Sunday or just staring out the window, you feel it, a revival stirring, like your youth is calling back, unleashing energy you thought was lost to time. But what if I told you this isn't random fatigue? It's the symptom of a soul on the verge, silenced by a world that doesn't get it. You've noticed how opportunities slip by, how connections fizzle when you open up too soon. Friends drift because they can't match your vision. Family worries you're going through a phase. The isolation bites, the texture of empty evenings, the sound of your own thoughts echoing too loud. And spiritually, that pull toward faith feels stronger yet tangled in logic. You want the divine plan, but daily life demands proof. It's like carrying a secret treasure map in a backpack full of bricks, precious, but weighing you down. Hold on, because this is where it gets real. You've powered through these signs, not by accident, but because something bigger is at play. And before I dive into why this happens, let me say, if you're nodding along, feeling seen for the first time in ages, hit that like button right now. It tells the algorithm and the universe that you're ready for more. Now let's peel back the layers on why this surge feels so elusive, why the silence has been your companion all along. What few people understand is that this isn't just personal burnout. It's a spiritual orchestration, a divine setup for the chosen ones like you. Science backs it too. Studies from places like Harvard show how chronic stress from unfulfilled purpose rewires the brain, spiking cortisol levels that keep you in survival mode, blocking the creativity needed for breakthroughs. But spiritually, it's deeper. The Bible talks about seasons of preparation, like Joseph in the pit before the palace, or David tending sheep before the throne. Your shadow labor isn't punishment, it's forging. The world dismisses it because conformity sells. American culture pushes hustle without heart, metrics over meaning. You've been undervalued not for lack of talent, but because your path defies the noise. Think about it. In a nation obsessed with instant gratification, where social media blasts every win, the chosen are wired differently. Psychologists call it introverted intuition, but faith sees it as a holy sensitivity, a radar for the divine that picks up signals others miss. You've felt it in those quiet moments, haven't you? A hunch to pivot careers, to invest in a dream only to be shot down. The cause? A clash between your spiritual blueprint and societal expectations. Data from Gallup polls reveals millions over 35 feel purposeless. But for the chosen, it's acute, a divine delay building resilience. And here's the revelation that shifts everything. This silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. The influx is coming because you've stewarded the quiet faithfully. But rush the proclamation, and it scatters like seed on rocky ground. You've seen it happen to others, right? That cousin who hit the lottery, blabbed to everyone, and watched it vanish in bad advice and envy. Or the friend who landed the big promotion, shared too soon, and faced sabotage from the inside. Spiritually, Proverbs warns against casting pearls before swine. Your surge is a pearl, sacred and rare. The hidden why is protection. Abundance unannounced grows roots before branches. Neuroscientists explain how premature exposure triggers envy hormones in others, creating energy drains that sap your momentum. But faith adds the layer. God tests stewardship first. Your endurance in scarcity proves you're ready. Now, The trial is volume control. And what comes next could redefine your legacy. Imagine holding that power close, letting it multiply in secret, then unleashing it when the divine says go. But we're not there yet. First, recognize how this plays out in the symptoms you've lived. Back to those daily textures that scream, chosen but stifled. You're in the grocery store line, cart full of practical buys, but your mind wanders to that book idea or community project, the one that could change lives. The cashier chats idly, and you bite your tongue. Sharing feels risky, like inviting judgment. Or at work, in that fluorescent-lit meeting, ideas flow in your head, vibrant and spirit-led, but you stay silent as the boss steamrolls with safe plays. The frustration builds, a low hum under your skin, mixing with the scent of stale coffee. Even at home, over dinner, the family talks surface stuff, sports, school, but you sense the deeper conversation, the one about purpose and revival, and it stays locked inside. These aren't just annoyances, they're signals of your unique wiring. Americans over 35 know this dance, balancing faith with family, work with wonder. You've prayed for breakthrough, read devotionals that hit home, yet the external world labels it fanciful. The smell of fresh laundry after a long day, the sound of rain on the roof, moments that should soothe, but instead highlight the gap. And spiritually, it's a youth revival stirring. That inner fire from your younger days, when dreams felt possible, now reigniting against the odds. If this hits close, comment below. What's one-time silence saved you or cost you? Sharing builds the tribe. We're all in this surge together. Now the causes run deeper than surface stress. What few know is the spiritual root, a divine election that's been active since birth. Ephesians calls it predestined purpose, and modern epigenetics shows how early environments shape destiny genes. Your shadow years activated them. Society's role? It amplifies the noise, rewarding loud extroverts while chosen introverts like you simmer. Data from Pew Research highlights how faith-driven folks often feel alienated in secular grind, their visions dismissed as unrealistic. But the revelation, this dismissal is the forge. Every undervalued moment built your shield of silence, preparing for the surge. Picture historical figures. Abraham Lincoln, doubted endlessly, silent in preparation. Oprah, forged in hardship, voice emerging at the right hour. Your story mirrors. The whispers stifled weren't failures, they were divine pauses. And science? Resilient studies from the APA show silent endurance boosts neural pathways for intuition, making chosen ones like you primed for prosperity. The why behind the pain. To ensure the bounty serves the kingdom, not ego. Rush it and it crumbles, guard it and it multiplies. But before we unlock the how-to, let's linger on those symptoms a bit more, because naming them frees you. You're driving home after a church service, hymns still echoing, feeling that revival spark, youthful energy bubbling, ready to unleash change in your community. Yet by the time you pull into the driveway, doubt creeps. Who am I to lead? The kids' toys scattered on the lawn ground you, but the inner call persists. Or in quiet prayer, visions flood. Prosperity not for hoarding but pouring out, only to clash with the bank's balance. The texture of worn Bible pages, the faint scent of candle wax from evening devotions. It's all part of the symptom suite for the chosen over 35. Family challenges amplify it. Spouses who love your stability but fear your dreams. Kids who need you grounded, not flighty. You felt the pull of something more, that spiritual meaning laced with logical appeal. Faith plus facts. Yet the world says conform, hush the visions. This isolation, it's the symptom of election, a divine sifting. Transitioning seamlessly, the causes reveal why silence is your ally. Deep in spiritual texts, like the book of Ecclesiastes, there's a time for everything, including silence before the outburst. Your journey's whispers were stifled because the world operates on evidence, not essence. American culture, with its bootstrap mentality, undervalues the unseen process. But here's the part that few grasp. The surge is timed by heaven, not hustle. Quantum physics even hints at it. Observer effect, where attention shapes reality. Proclaim too soon, and external eyes collapse the wave of possibility into limitation. I've seen it in real lives. Take Sarah, a 42-year-old teacher from Ohio who felt called to start a faith-based wellness center. Years of quiet planning, dismissed by family as hobby, until a sudden inheritance hit. She stayed silent, built in secret, and now it's thriving, serving hundreds. The cause of her prior struggles, a spiritual maturation, backed by brain scans showing how delayed gratification strengthens prefrontal cortex for wise stewardship. And you, your endurance tallies the offerings. The divine watches how you handle the quiet. Now the test is the full. But what if the influx overwhelms without this shield? This leads us straight to the transformation, the path forward. The solution isn't complex. It's reclaiming silence as power. Start with daily attunement. Mornings before the chaos, sit in stillness. No phone, just breath and prayer. Visualize the surge as a river, not a flood, controlled, directed. Concrete step 1. Journal the visions privately. No sharing yet. Let them root. Sarah did this, filling notebooks with plans, and it clarified her calling. Step 2. Set boundaries on proclamation. When abundance whispers, maybe a bonus, an idea that clicks, pause. Affirm internally, this is divine. I steward in silence. Science supports, mindfulness practices, per UCLA studies, reduce impulsivity, preserving energy for growth. Spiritually, it's like Mary's pondering in her heart, treasuring words until birth. But let's make it real with more stories. Meet Tom, 38, from Texas, a mechanic with a knack for invention. Felt chosen, but years of garage tinkering dismissed as wasted time. Then a patent idea sparked prosperity, a tool that sold big. He hushed about it initially, prototyping alone, and avoided the envy that sank others. Now his family's secure, and he's funding youth revivals in his church. The key? Silence as shield, allowing the surge to build. For you, integrate this into family life. Over dinner, steer talks to gratitude, not goals. Share wins vaguely. Things are looking up, keeping the divine details close. This fosters belonging without exposure. And for that youth revival, it's unleashing now. Envision your inner 20-year-old, vibrant and bold, but wiser. Practices like meditation on scriptures, Psalm 46:10, be still, revive that energy, blending faith with practical steps. If you're feeling that pull, subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive into chosen paths. Your journey matters. Expanding the solution, layer in community wisely. Not broadcasting, but selective circles. Mentors who get the spiritual side. Join or start small groups focused on purpose, like Bible studies with a twist, sharing testimonies post-manifestation, not pre. This builds the tribe without risk. Concrete, weekly check-ins with one trusted soul, affirming silence's power. Spiritually, the 30-day journey in Call of the Chosen maps this perfectly. Daily prompts to attune, journal, and shield. It's not fluff, it's transformation, with stories like yours woven in. Urgency here. Spots for the guided version fill fast, but claiming it now aligns you with the surge. Back to symptoms for a fuller picture, because identifying cements the why. You're at the doctor's for that nagging fatigue, chalked up to stress, but you know it's soul deep. The waiting room magazines tout quick fixes, but your heart yearns for meaning. Or holiday gatherings, tinsel glittering, but conversations skim the surface while your spirit screams for depth. The sounds of joy mask your quiet unrest. textures of wrapping paper crinkle like unfulfilled promises. These moments for Americans 35 plus blend daily struggles with eternal calls. Work emails ping endlessly, family schedules clash, yet faith whispers revival, a unleashing of youthful purpose guarded by silence. Causes deepen. Evolutionary psych says humans wired for tribes, but chosen ones disrupt norms, inviting pushback. Faith lens, satanic opposition to divine plans per Ephesians 6, your undervaluation. Spiritual warfare, forging armor. Data from spiritual wellness reports shows 40% of midlifers sense a second calling, but noise drowns it. The hidden why, to ensure the surge serves higher, not self. Revelation time, silence multiplies. Jesus withdrew to pray before miracles, model for your path. Science, reticent leaders, per Harvard Business Review, sustain longer success by avoiding early dilution. Now solutions evolve. Step 3, affirm daily. Morning mirror talk. I am chosen, my surge is shielded. Visualization, see prosperity flowing, enveloped in quiet light. Tom's story expands. He added fasting once a week, silencing body to hear spirit, accelerating his breakthrough. For family challenges, communicate purpose indirectly through actions. Volunteer together, planting seeds without words. This revives youth in bonds, turning challenges to unity. And emotionally, the fear of missing out fades as you claim this. Hope blooms in stories like Lisa, 45, California nurse who silenced her healing ministry dreams amid doubt. Windfall from a settlement came. She built quietly, now impacting thousands. Her surge, shielded, sustained. Pause and reflect. Where in your life does noise sabotage? Let that sink in. Retention pulls us forward, because what if ignoring this costs the revival? Symptoms resurface in subtle ways. Scrolling feeds late night, envying others shines, but knowing yours is deeper. The glow of screen light on your face, the tap of thumbs, distractions from the call. Pauses, cultural, yes, but cosmic. Ancient texts like Enoch speak of watchers, divine oversight ensuring timing. Your journey's dismissals, protection from premature exposure like fruit picked green, but the transformation beckons. Step 4, track synchronicities privately. Note divine winks, a random opportunity, a confirming verse. This builds faith without fanfare. In Call of the Chosen, Day 15 focuses here, with exercises blending scripture and journaling. Real talk, integrate with American reality. Amid 9 to 5, carve 10 minutes for stillness. Lunch break walks, breathing in fresh air, exhaling doubt. For parents, bedtime stories with purpose themes, subtly reviving family youth. Another story. Mike, 50, Midwest farmer, felt called to sustainable ag ministry. Years mocked as old ideas, then grants flowed. Silence let him scale without interference. Now he's mentoring youth in faith farming. Evoke that belonging. You're not alone. Chosen ones, worldwide shield surges. Curiosity peaks. What's your first shielded step? Deepening causes. Neuroplasticity shows silence, rewires for abundance mindset. Spiritual. Holy Spirit's still small voice thrives in quiet. 1 Kings 19. The why of your pain, to amplify the joy of release. Solutions layer. Gratitude rituals at night, listing 3 shielded blessings. This inevitability, and when that happens, peace follows. Anchors you. Symptoms in seasons. Winter blues hit harder when purpose lags. Cabin fever mixing with spiritual thirst. Spring blooms mirror inner revival, but only if shielded. We've covered ground, but let's circle back for emphasis. Your uniqueness isn't fanciful, it's fact. The world urged hush because it fears the surge, enemies of progress, but divine tally remembers. Transformation tip, accountability without exposure, app reminders for silence vows. In the ebook, community forums, anonymous, connect you safely. And hope, imagine post-surge you, family thriving, legacy building, youth revived in wisdom. But tension builds. What if the influx tests you tomorrow? Stay tuned. Expanding symptoms, traffic jams, radio blaring distractions, your mind on bigger visions. Home chores, suds in sync, thoughts of impact, all point to chosen unrest. Causes, societal metrics ignore spirit, faith fills gap. Revelation, surge as harvest of seeds sown in silence. Solutions, mentorship seeking, find elders who've shielded. Concrete, online courses on spiritual entrepreneurship, applied quietly. Story of Elena, 39, Florida mom. Art calling dismissed, then commissions poured. Hushed, she grew empire, funding youth arts revivals. Validation, you've endured. Reward nears. Rhetorical, ready to unleash. More on revival. It's not age, it's spirit. Youth energy returns via surrender, silence first. Causes probe, ancestral patterns broken in your generation. Solutions, forgiveness walks, releasing past dismissals. In Call of the Chosen, Days 2025, tackle this with meditations. Organic share, pass this to a friend sensing the call. Narrative resumes, Tom's full arc. He faced family skepticism post-success, but prior silence prepared responses. Now his surge funds missions. Symptoms evolve, post-40, vitality dips, but calling reignites it. Causes, hormonal shifts mirror spiritual, balance via faith. Transformation, herbal teas for calm, paired with prayer, practical spirituality. Belonging, you're the vanguard, shielding for collective rise. Fear of clamor, mitigated by steps. Deep development continues. Symptoms in relationships. Partners misunderstand visions, creating rifts. Textures of shared beds, sounds of sighs. Causes, mismatched frequencies, chosen attract tests. Solutions, couples quiet dates. Stargazing, no words needed. Another, Robert, 47, engineer, invented green tech. Silence, shielded patents. Now, eco-revivals for youth. The truth is, this path transforms isolation to impact. And when that happens, everything aligns. Let's delve further into the why. Because understanding cements the shield. Spiritually, the chosen are like lighthouses, steady, not flashy. American data from Barna Group shows faith leaders often rise quietly, avoiding burnout from early fame. Your whispers stifled, divine mercy preventing overload before readiness. Revelation, the surge includes not just wealth, but wisdom, relationships, health. Proclaim piecemeal, and pieces scatter. Symptoms revisit. Office politics where ideas get co-opted if voiced. The click of keyboards, buzz of phones, barriers to breakthrough. Solutions advance. Digital detox days, reclaiming mental space. In the 30-day journey, week 3 dedicates to this, with audio guides for visualization. Story expansion. Sarah's Center now hosts youth retreats, unleashing revivals. Her silence allowed pure vision. For you, over 35, this means reclaiming time, less scrolling, more soul. Pause, feel the shift, tension, but what guards against internal noise, doubt, causes, ego's whisper countered by humility practices. Transformation, daily scripture on election, Romans 8, affirming chosen status. Belonging, comment your favorite verse on silence. Hope surges, imagine family healed by your quiet strength. Curiosity builds, next layer, integration with work. Symptoms at career crossroads, promotions tempt, but call pulls elsewhere. Coffee breaks pondering. Causes, vocational mismatch, divine redirect. Solutions, side projects in secret, prototype dreams weekly. Mike's farm, silent experiments led to organic boom, reviving rural youth faith. The inevitability, stewardship wins, deepening. Spiritual disciplines like Lectio Divina, reading slowly, absorbing. In ebook, tailored for busy lives, 5-minute dailies, share if resonating. Narrative flow. Lisa's ministry grew via online anonymity first, then live. Shielded surge. Symptoms. Health scares highlighting purpose voids. Doctor's office sterility causes stress somatizing. Faith heals. Solutions. Holistic. Yoga with prayer. Reviving body youth. Validation. Your endurance is epic. Rhetorical. What silent story shapes you? More causes. Generational curses broken by choice. Solutions. Ancestral healing prayers private. Tom integrated family now supports. Closing in on development. Symptoms in faith walks. Dry seasons despite devotion. Causes. Testing faith. Gold refined. Solutions. Worship playlists for revival sparks alone. Elena's art. Silent studio time. Birthed masterpieces. Truth. Chosen silence echoes eternally. When it happens, surge sustains. We've journeyed far, but let's ensure fullness. Symptoms. Financial pinches despite talent. Grocery budgets tight, dreams deferred. Causes. Systemic barriers plus spiritual timing. Solutions. Budgeting with tithe first, trusting provision. Roberts Tech, silent R&D, now global. Belonging. Your pioneers. Tension release steps make it real. Final pillar weave, all points to shielded unleashing. Now, as we wrap this deep dive, feel the emotional arc from recognized pain through revealed why to empowered how. You've walked the symptoms of that inner tug, the daily dismissals that left you questioning, the spiritual hunger amid American hustle. We've uncovered the causes, the divine forge, the clash of worlds, attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuzazara readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.